2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight we'll be watching the Indiana Pacers playing against the Chicago Bulls. And guys, for the Bulls, the game tonight marks their second of 4 meetings they will play this season, and they come into this one feeling pretty good after winning the last time they met. It has been an interesting ride thus far. Kenny, some teams really improving after a sluggish start.
Yeah, well, credit the people running those franchises. Always look to improve. That's what you have to do if you're a franchise head. You can't just sit back and say, hey, we're going to accept this mediocrity.
No matter what your record is.
No question.
No, the season is a marathon, not a sprint.
Oh, let me write that one down.
Just keep trusting yourself.
The season is a marathon,
not a sprint.
Not a sprint.
And then make sure you put Shaq-Stradamus.
Shaq-Stradamus.
Did you actually make that up?
Something that was already said many moons ago.
I've never heard that
You're acting
before.
like it's your original thought.
It is my original.
I've never heard that before.
It's not a marathon, it's a sprint. Yeah, get it.
Who said that before? I've never heard that.
Oh.
I got one for you, Ernie.
What's that?
E equals MC tripled.
Oh.
I've never heard that either.
No, nobody has ever said that either.
Think about it, though.
I've thought about it all I want.
I did the math. It doesn't work.
On the road looking for a win against an Eastern Conference rival. The Chicago Bulls are ready for this thing to get started. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. Pacers trying to take advantage of their home court in this one before leaving Indiana. This game, an interesting matchup for them, facing another middle-of-the-pack team. They're looking to take a step forward. This is the type of game that they've got to measure the progress with.
And it's in your DNA. You come up against a natural rival, you're going to be a little bit salty.
Yeah, some of the fellas will say, this is just like any other game, but the truth is, nah, it isn't.
Well, compared to the rest of the league, C-Web, both these teams play at a very deliberate pace, not up and down, but they're thoughtful in the way they attack.
Yeah, and we usually see this style of play more on the East Coast. And there's nothing wrong with taking time to run through the offense and make sure that you see every option. If you keep the ball moving, it can wear a team down on defense. Very rarely do you see a team play defense for the full 24 seconds of a shot clock.
Good perspective. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So the Bulls 5 right now. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Collison, the pass to Oladipo. From 18 feet away. And that one, good.
Working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
Yeah, I think he was surprised. He was so open. I mean, that's just a defensive breakdown.
Now here's Levine, who's coming off a 25-point game against Houston. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from the wing. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And for the Pacers, they come in off a great outing against Sacramento. Collison finds Oladipo. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And that one, good.
Too many inches being given up in that matchup. I mean, he's got no chance of putting a stop to that layup.
For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Dunn looking over the floor. Shoots from 14. No good off the back of the rim.
Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy 2 on the open jump.
And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
I briefly spoke with Jim Boylan. He said if they want to go up 2-0 in the season series tonight, they have to be just as sharp as they were the first meeting. He said we can't get sloppy and expect to win. We have to be careful with our shots and take care of the ball. We'll see if they can execute just as well this second time. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the report, David. So the goal is to come out early and get their shooters into a good rhythm right away.
And of course, that's always a goal. But the meaning behind it is that he wants them to play good, smart basketball, not taking too many chances.
Oh, yeah, Greg, you're exactly right. High percentage shots. That's the important thing. No hero basketball. Nobody playing out of control.
Here's Levine following the score by Miles Turner. Done outside. Just 5 to shoot. To stop the drought, he squares up and sinks it.
Decent at catching it in from the mid-range. I mean, it's obvious that Dunn wants to improve his jumper.
Collison kicks to Turner. Pass to Oladipo. Indiana moving it around. Shots good by Turner. Turner's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, that makes them 80% from the floor early on. Let's see how long they can stay this hot.
Dunn passes to Carter. Now Markkanen. Turner covering. Levine against Oladipo. That's tipped. Markkanen kicks to Levine. That shot is off. Nice D from Oladipo. Pacers leading by 4. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Pacers. Sabonis comes in for Thaddeus Young. And it's Evans in for Darren Collison. Chicago also making some changes. Robin Lopez is checked in for Carter. And it's Denzel Valentine in for Dunn. Now here's Oladipo. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Kings in Sacramento.
And there was a lot he gave him on that other end of the floor. Don't forget about that. His defense was a big factor. He ended up with 3 steals.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon. And really one of the best assets of Sabonis is his mind for the game. Very aware on the offensive end, knows how to create chances, and just plays the game with his mind as much as his athleticism.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Miles Turner. Matthews comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Joseph in for Victor Oladipo. Now, here's O'Quinn. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Back to Matthews. Over Porter. And he overshot that one, missing. And for Sabonis, we all know his father was one of the best when it came to seeing the floor, Greg. As a big man, his passing game was terrific.
And skills like that go a long way in the NBA. Sabonis does all the little things that free up shots for himself and his teammates. Is starting to play with more aggression, and this is a guy that can be an all-star.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Felicio comes in for Markkanen, and it's Selden in for Otto Porter Jr. And the rejection by Evans. Levine against Joseph. That one falls.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Bulls trail by 8. Levine kicks to Felicio. Here's Selden. He's covered by Matthews. With some arc. No good from Selden.
Look, you can't defend down low much better than that. Refuses to give him an easy path to the bucket.
And Matthews throws it down.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Well, Chris, some teams already realize a championship just is not going to be in their future this season. How should those kind of teams approach the rest of the season?
Give your best.
Right?
Yeah, give your all. We're competitors. This is the NBA, the greatest league in the world, the greatest basketball players assembled. And so, one, you have to respect the game. You have to respect the monotony. You have to respect the work. You have to respect the travel. And you have to be thankful, by the way. And when you put all that together, you go into your job and you do the best. Focus on getting better every day. And there's a good chance that you will.
And making sure that you give the fans what they're paying for.
Hey, that's what it's all about. If you don't entertain the fans, hey, something's wrong with you. If you can't have fun with 20,000 screaming fans and the kids with their popcorns and all the stuff going on, if you don't remember what it's about, Kev, you kind of lost your mojo already.
Sabonis with the steal. Evans finds O'Quinn. Back to Evans. To the middle. Sabonis with the bucket. Sabonis has got 6 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now here's Valentine. No points in the game yet for him. Chicago again turning it over. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And their defense practically non-existent in that one. Just gave up far too many easy shots.
Well, their opponents ran some pretty good sets, too. I mean, let's be honest, creating some nice open looks.
Now here's Evans. He's coming off a 16-point game against Sacramento. That shot, no good. Here's Zeldin. He's covered by Matthews. Valentine kicks to Felicio. Back to Valentine. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. And the Bulls with another miss.
Jeez. Maybe he was trying to show off or something right there.
I don't know, but one thing I do know is that he'll hear about that shot during the next time out.
Now Matthews following Tyreke Evans' three-point attempt. Another shot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Tyreke Evans can be a handful, Chris, on the offense when he plays to his strengths.
Well, you like Evans to play aggressively with the ball in his hands. He can bully his way to the hoop at will. He draws so much attention and is a fantastic passer out of the jam.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Evans.
And last season, the Bulls were very perimeter-oriented on both ends of the floor. Offensively, top 10 in threes. Defensively, dead last in block shots.
And both free throws good for Evans. And the Bulls also had trouble last year getting to the foul line.
Well, it's because their primary scorers were largely jump shooters. I mean, very little back to the basket offense and not enough driving to make up for it.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about are the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
Now here's Valentine. He's covered by Joseph. Pass to Blakeney. Basket counts. Blakeney's got his first 2 points.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Well, let's just call it what it is. Great body control on the lane and takes the contact, still knocks it in softly off the glass. I mean, that shot just can't be blocked the way he adjusted.
And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Right off the opening tip, they've been relentless. And this style of play can be hard to come back against.
Now here's Valentine. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Shot clock at 6. Here's Blakeney. Pacers with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Sabonis, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And looking now at some numbers for Sabonis. Just an incredible month of basketball. He's averaging 11 points a game, 11 rebounds, and 2 assists. And I'm not sure he can play any better than he has. I mean, surprising a lot of people with this play here of late.
Absolutely. And now the question is, can he build from this? Or will he regress back to the mean? You know, we'll see. That's a perfect setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Evans outside. Here's Joseph. The basket good off the assist from Evans. And the Pacers lead by 16.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Blakeney, covered by Evans. Here's Blakeney, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And here's Evans. And the pass to O'Quinn. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Bulls trail by 16. Blakeney passes to Lopez. Here's Blakeney, covered by Evans, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, in recent years, C-Web, players have flirted with quadruple doubles, but they're just so elusive. I mean, you've got to do a lot to get those kind of numbers.
Now think about it. Embiid and Westbrook have both come close. Or Westbrook comes close to anything with a double at the end of it. And Draymond Green, he missed once on points. So, you know, it's so hard to do. I just remember that Akeem, the Dream Olajuwon did it. But you think about it, they're exerting so much energy, communication, and passion in that game. That's why it's so tough to do. And by the way, players are really good. So how are you going to get those 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 10 blocks?
Right, yeah.
Or whatever else you can get along with points. But, yeah, so elusive. Yeah.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Indiana leading by 15, and the wide open shot from Collison. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Carter outside. Pass to Porter. One of the more down-to-earth players in this league is Otto Porter Jr.
And yeah, he once said, I never eat at restaurants. I'm a simple guy in all aspects of my life. We see that on the court. He doesn't draw a lot of attention to himself. He just focuses on the work.
Free throw good, Porter.
You know, the versatility of Porter is huge. I mean, he's an outstanding perimeter defender, in addition also to being a proven scorer.
And so he hits both.
And evaluating Porter, I mean, I think this guy's the real deal. Paul Pierce once said, I love this kid. I had a chance to work with him. He could be an all-star. I agree with Paul.
Now here's Collison. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Done outside. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Kicks to Markkanen. On the wing, Porter. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over Turner. And again, no good by Chicago.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here's Oladipo. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
The Bulls making a switch here. Levine's checked in. Floats it up for Young. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Levine can't hit. Pacers leading by 15. Shots good from Young.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Porter in the corner. Sinks the triple. Porter's got 5 points so far.
Capable of doing many things well. Levine has a good sense of when his guys are open.
Here's Oladipo. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. It's the Pacers. They lead by 14. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Pacers team out there.
I mean, a huge lead, and already after this first quarter, they're starting to make it look easy.
I love it. They have their track shoes on. Right off the tip, they were in full attack mode. This offense is really churning.
Here's Dunn. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Rockets in Houston. So for Chicago right now, and down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And it's Porter at the 3 slot. Here's Oladipo after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Oladipo finds Turner. Back to Oladipo. Young inside. He's guarded by Markkanen. 6 to shoot, and the shot goes in.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Here's Dunn. Pass to Markkanen. Lets a floater go, and a wide open look for Porter. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
When Porter first came into the league, he didn't have this shot. Now he's a knockdown perimeter shooter.
Collison, the pass to Bogdanovich. To the side. Shots good by Turner. Turner's got 8 points.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Chicago calls timeout. And for the most part, when Bogdanovich is out on the floor, he's there to do one thing, shoot.
And I tell you what, when you can shoot like that, that's all you need to do. Great catch-and-shoot player who can stretch the defense. You cannot leave him alone, and really his presence frees up so much for his teammates on the floor.
And now that we have a moment, let's see the best free throw shooting teams in the NBA. Fourth, the Bulls.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Pacers on defense. Carter with it. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Levine can't hit.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
That one goes. Count it.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now here's Dunn. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Markkanen kicks to Carter. Porter dishes to Carter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, Chicago, no good. Pacers leading by 15. Outside, Bogdanovich. Down low, Porter with the steal. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovich. That'll be his second foul of the game.
He better watch it. He doesn't want to pick up a third foul before halftime.
Here's Dunn, and Dunn with the slam.
Now, Kevin, you got to be aware of Dunn's athleticism. He's fantastic at knowing when to flush it home.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
I tell you what, how efficient they were at scoring the basketball, especially for an away game, that was impressive.
A good poise led to good shot selection, and that was the key to maximizing their opportunities.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Dunn.
This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. He's putting up 13 points a game, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And, guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
Well, yeah, lately he's been overachieving a little bit. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things to come.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Kings in Sacramento. It's good.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Bulls trail by 15. Dunn passes to Markkanen. Carter outside. Porter kicks to Carter. Pass to Dunn. Levine wide open. Hits it from three-point range. Levine's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Collison. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last 2 possessions. They're going that one.
And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That is his first foul of the game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Dunn passes to Carter. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists tonight.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Now here's Collison. There's the lob to Oladipo. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Stolen by Collison. And that one, good. And that's 12 points for Miles Turner.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And here are the Bulls now, down by 15. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
He's not the only one to blame for them being behind, but he hasn't helped their cause much.
Here's Bogdanovich. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. He dishes it to Oladipo. They get the rebound. No good. Bulls trail by 15. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Collison. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Oh, that's the blinding quickness of Collison. That is exactly how you want your point guard to run in transition.
Dunn dishes to Markkanen. Oladipo against Levine. Clock at 4. Here's Carter. And he banks in the layup. Carter's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Nice understanding of where to go with the pass there.
Timeout called the Pacers. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Well, how often do we hear it, Greg? I mean, you got to take care of the basketball. I mean, they got to be much more disciplined tonight.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Robin Lopez is checked in for Carter. Felicio comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Wayne Selden's checked in for Porter. And it's Denzel Valentine in for Dunn. Sabonis with the bucket.
And you can see how this game is going. I mean, put a body on somebody.
Man, this is what happens when you get discouraged. Sometimes it just affects every part of your game.
Now here's Valentine. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. There's the dish to Levine. All sorts of time. That one a little long.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. A lot of personalities in this game, Chris. Such a big part of what makes the NBA so entertaining.
Oh, man, think about our boy Dre. Draymond Green, for those that don't know, Day. But Draymond Green, his personality is not only great for his team, but also for us fans when we see him on the court. How about Embiid, Mr. Personality on social media? You love it. And how about Jaylen Brown with his wise ways on the chessboard, the most interesting basketball player in the world. So all of these guys are exciting, fun personalities to watch for the game.
He doesn't get the second one. Robin Lopez out of Stanford, entering his 2nd decade in the league. Chris, talk about his game.
Well, when you think about Robin's game, I mean, aggressive, unselfish. I mean, he's one of those dirty work players you love to have on your team, but you hate to compete against.
And the Pacers can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 18. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Oh, what a wonderful dunker. Give Levine any opportunity to flush it home. He won't pass it up.
Joseph against Levine. Now here's Joseph. He's guarded closely. O'Quinn, the pass to Sabonis. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Levine inside the three-point line. And the shot no good, a bit short. Indiana leading by 16. The shot by Evans, nobody around. Hits the jumper in space.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
Levine finds Lopez. There's the pass to Valentine. Outside, Levine. Puts up a 3. Again, Levine missing.
He's got to keep the ball moving. That's not a good shot with the D set up like it was.
O'Quinn can't hit, and the foul on Kyle O'Quinn. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Chicago making a switch here. Blakeney's checked in. Bulls trail by 18. Levine kicks to Blakeney. Here's Felicio, and he dunks it down.
Oh, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was timing.
Indiana's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Outside Matthews. Over to the wing. Puts one up from 19. Felicio with the rebound. Chicago has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. The offensive rebound. Good. Valentine's got his first points of the night.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And Joseph kicks to Evans. Back to Joseph. To the middle. Here's O'Quinn, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And here's Levine, who brings it up for Chicago. It's a 16-point game. Joseph dishes to Evans. Drops in the layup for 2. Evans has got 6.
So smooth at handling the rock. Evans is outstanding at keeping the ball on the string.
Now here's Valentine. Covered by Evans. Now Valentine. Had the space there, but it's offline.
Not the guy you expect to be missing a bunny.
Inside, here's O'Quinn, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Friday, They'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Saturday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Boston Celtics.
And for that game against the Kings, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
Lauri Markkanen's checked in for the Bulls. And he's good on the second.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Here's Blakeney. Markkanen passes to Levine. Back to Markkanen. Now here's Valentine. Not a lot of room. Markkanen can't get it to go.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Joseph finds Evans. Fires from deep. Shot by Joseph, no good. Bulls trail by 19. Valentine with it. Matthews covering. Pass to Blakeney. Here's the teardrop. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And they haven't worked it inside as much as they did earlier in the game. Now that they have the lead, they don't seem as determined to pound it down low.
Joseph against Levine, and Joseph kicks to O'Quinn. Evans feeling it out a bit. Back to O'Quinn. Pass to Evans. 5 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Bulls trail by 16 for the 3. And the basket by Blakeney. Blakeney's got 9.
But if you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
Levine against Joseph. Pass to Sabonis. He kicks to O'Quinn. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. .112 left in the first half of basketball. Here's McDermott. No good that time. And it's Chicago the other way. It's Porter outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got his 4th assist in this one. Pacers leading by 10. Holiday, the pass to McDermott. Now here's Sabonis. Guarded by Porter. Knocked away. Holiday finds Evans. No good, unable to end this run.
He's been off target for the most part, but it hasn't held them back as a unit.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
How about the point guard position? A lot like the quarterback. You need a team to put the ball in your hands and trust you to run the show, especially down the stretch. Last season, the Bulls handed Chris Dunn the keys. He seized the opportunity.
Free throw good. Porter. Carter, he's checked in for Lopez. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Indiana leading. Here's Collison. Hits the target from 18 feet. Collison's got 4 points this quarter.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Bulls.
Dunn kicks to Markkanen. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Porter passes to Carter. Dunn against Collison. Here's Blakeney, 6 to shoot. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Oladipo taking his time here. Bogdanovich, no good on the three. And so it's Indiana in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We come back right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. We saw Miles Turner lighting it up in the first half. He had 12 points and 2 rebounds. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Pacers?
Well, I like it, Ernie, because they're just not settling for outside shots. You know, that part of the game is pretty when it's going in. We've seen plenty of teams try that and fail. You got to have a balanced approach. And tonight, they found a ton of success inside. Basketball and championships are won inside out. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Bulls.
They need to break it down. And I look at the individual areas that they're struggling, like they're getting pounded. I mean pounded, Ernie, on the boards. That's a hustle stat.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. A fantastic game from Miles Turner in this one.
Yeah, I mean, he really gave them a boost in that first half. Shot way above his average.
Oh, this is like found money, completely unexpected, but it feels great when it happens.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 9 points. Filling out the wings, it's Oladipo and Bogdanovich. Down low, it's Young and Turner. And it's Collison in at the 1 spot. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Got it. Nice one there from Levine. Levine's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Bulls. Pacers leading by 7. Outside Collison. There's the triple. Markkanen pulls it in. Ball's knocked loose. Chicago's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Porter. Levine up top, guarded by Oladipo. 6 to shoot, and Young comes over to help. Shoots from the baseline. Pacers with the rebound. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Bulls trail by 7. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Done with it. Picked up by Collison. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. You look at the Pacers. They're sitting 8th right now in the early going. And of course Chicago, a half game back.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, hanging where they are, right in the middle of the standings, will not make things easy for them down the stretch.
But give them credit. They got some really good pieces in place. The road ahead it's going to be tough, of course, but I think they're in better shape than a lot of other teams.
And the Pacers call time here.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And how about a look now at the first-year block leaders in the NBA. Here are the top rookie intimidators. Wendell Carter, 3rd.
And that ability to send shots away at the rim, so highly valued. It takes guts to put yourself in harm's way and contest those finishers.
Now, here's Oladipo. 7 points in the game. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Chris Dunn picks one up. And for his whole career, Thaddeus Young has been a player not afraid, Greg, of attacking defenders head on.
Young has such a great first burst of speed. He really is a handful to deal with. Gets a lot of transition buckets that way, and in the half court can set up teammates by creating space. In the latter part of his career, I think he's taken on more of a vocal leadership role as well.
And the first one at the line is good. That one misses. Bulls trail by 8. And Levine, here we go. Sweet little floater. Levine's got 11.
And what about the touch on the floater? Levine making a difficult shot look easy.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Collison finds Young. Clock at 4. Oladipo against Levine. Oladipo misses.
Third straight miss to start the half, but it's still early. No need to panic.
And there's the feed to Carter. Misses from close range.
Some tough D in the paint, getting between him and the bucket and stopping the easy deuce.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And you can feel that Oladipo was on the verge of a breakthrough, and boy, did he ever. Everything came together for him, and he is now not only an elite scorer, but an all-star. Can attack from any distance and has a variety of ways to hurt the defense.
Oladipo hits them both. And for Oladipo, Greg, there wasn't just one moment that gave him that push.
I mean, his development was less of having a eureka moment and more of everything just coming together. Has always had the strong athleticism, has refined his shot to make the most of it, and while it took him some time, he's now the player everyone hoped he'd be when he was a second overall pick.
Now, here's Dunn. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game.
Defensively, they could have done better. That's an open look he'd like to have back.
Now, here's Oladipo, following the miss by Chris Dunn. Over Levine, and that's good off the glass that time. Oladipo's got 11 points.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And when you see Miles Turner play on the offensive side of the ball, the amount of skill he has at his age is just amazing.
Yeah, already a great pick and pop player. You know, not going to be much of a banger down low, but has enough touch outside where he won't need to be. But while he's still a work in progress offensively, I think he's shown that he has a very high ceiling in terms of his skill set.
Bulls making a switch here. Selden's checked in. Markkanen passes to Dunn. Oladipo against Levine. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
How about Zach Levine? Signing a big new contract this summer. Listen, that ACL injury he had, that's in the rear view. Obviously a lot riding on his health and return to form, but he's put in the work.
And Levine seems to be at full strength. His vertical leap testing even higher, if you can believe that, even higher, Chris, than it did in the pre-draft combine.
He's a hard worker. His scoring efficiency lacked a little bit last season. He was trying to get a game like after injury. Look, we know his potential as far as scoring that ball.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Kicks to Markkanen. Back to Levine. And there's the pass to Markkanen. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And then Carter with the dunk.
And it's important that marketing develops his floor awareness. I mean, passes like that go a long way.
Pacers leading by 8. Left side, Collison. And it's Young at the elbow. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bogdanovich. Good on the three-point shot. Bogdanovich has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Bogdanovich. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Bulls. And Young comes over to help. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Selden kicks to Markkanen. Levine feeling it out a bit. Just 5 on the clock. His three-pointers off the mark.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Collison finds Bogdanovich.
You got to stay down on Bogdanovich's shot fade. Once he has you in the air, the rest is easy.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw good, Bogdanovich.
And Bogdanovich is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Turner. Sabonis comes in for Young. Wesley Matthews checked in for Oladipo. And it's Joseph in for Darren Collison. And he makes both free throws.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half. Doing a great job at the line.
Levine kicks to Valentine. To the left wing. Passes it to Levine. To the paint. And the jam by Valentine.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Joseph looking around. At the top of the key, O'Quinn. Pass to Bogdanovich. Sabonis against Carter. Here's O'Quinn. And the layup's good off the glass. O'Quinn's got 7. Bulls trail by 13. Levine passes to Valentine. Back to Levine. And Levine throws it down.
Showing off the entire arsenal right now. Levine so outstanding and scoring in a multitude of ways.
Timeout called the Pacers. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Evans, he's checked in for Indiana.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Evans. Averaging 15 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
Well, yeah, lately he's been overachieving a little bit. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things to come.
Now here's Evans. He's got 6. Down low. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Valentine's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bulls trail by 11. Outside, Levine. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Levine's got 10 points in just the second half.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Evans finds O'Quinn. Outside, Bogdanovich. Goes up the baseline, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Bogdanovich has got 7 now in this quarter. The Bulls have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Tipped away. Here's Matthews. And good that time. And the Pacers lead by 13.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
You know the saying, numbers don't lie. You can see it up there on the scoreboard.
Jumps up, and it's Matthews with the jam.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
Lopez outside. Here's Levine. And the Bulls with another miss.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Yeah, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
And I like the commitment from Bogdanovich. Even when he gets knocked around, he stays focused on the rim.
Levine against Evans. Levine kicks to Carter. On the wing, Levine. 17 points in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Zach LaVine, a high riser. The two-time dunk contest champ, making his return from that ACL surgery. He can be an explosive scorer.
The Bulls have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
Two shots.
And the first one drops. And from everything you hear, Levine is a big-time gym rat, Greg.
Yeah, you know, I think he's very dedicated to reaching his full potential. And with his shooting and athleticism, I think he's a great fit in today's game in terms of offense.
And the Bulls making a change here. Blakeney's checked in.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Evans against Levine. Evans passes to Bogdanovich. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Evans has got 5 assists in the game.
And Bogdanovich, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
Now here's Valentine. That one good for 2. Valentine's got 6 points. Indiana leading by 15. Evans outside. Dishes it to Bogdanovich. Pass to Sabonis. Shot clock at 6. Bogdanovich finds Evans. And here's Matthews from the arc. Shot clock reset for Indiana. Sabonis, no good. And so Levine will bring it up now for Chicago. Valentine with it. Evans picks him up. Blakeney sinks that one from the post. He's got 13.
Oh, terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
Evans against Levine. Evans dishes to Matthews. Outside, Bogdanovich. Indiana moving it around. From deep, Evans. Nice D from Levine. Bulls trail by 13. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Chris, you talk about basketball IQ and intangibles. Look no further than Denzel Valentine.
Oh, yeah, he's a playmaker, shooter. I mean, one of the silkiest teardrop floaters in the game. That's what they want to see from him, attacking, getting whistles, and maybe causing some foul trouble.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Leaf comes in for Kyle O'Quinn, and it's Collison in for Bogdanovich. And so Levine nails both of them.
He's so confident, so self-assured on every free throw he takes.
Collison against Levine. And Matthews kicks to Evans. Low block shot, and it's in off the backboard. And the Pacers lead by 13.
Oh, clever at capitalizing from inside. Give Evans this type of positioning, he's going to score.
The drive by Collison. Good on the bucket. Collison's got 8 points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Bulls trail by 15. Levine passes to Markkanen. Back to Levine. And the jam by Levine.
Oh, you got to keep seeing this from Markkanen. I mean, he has to improve as a playmaker over time.
Indiana's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Evans outside. Over to the left wing. The shot's good from Leaf. Leaf's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The court awareness Evans has is impressive. He's wonderful at recognizing when his guys are open.
Levine kicks to Markkanen. Back to Levine. Now here's Valentine. He's covered by Matthews. Now here's Valentine. 6 points for him. Markkanen. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Leaf, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Leaf's got his second basket of the night.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And the basket is good.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Pacers leading by 16. Evans outside. The pass to Leaf. Back to Evans. Passes to Leaf. Collison finds Matthews. The shot's good. Collison making the play. 9 points for Wesley Matthews.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Levine up top. He's covered by Collison. Collison against Levine. Shot clock at 5. Porter in the corner. From outside, off the mark. Got it up. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Indiana Pacers with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Pacers leading by 18. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Markkanen is the 4 with Lopez in the middle. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And it's Porter at the small forward position. Collison, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And that's the confidence his teammates want to see. Markkanen is adept at firing off the pass.
Collison against Dunn. Collison kicks to Oladipo. Beyond the arc. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. 16 points for Victor Oladipo. Bulls trail by 18. Pass to Markkanen. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. He's off on that one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Levine inside the three-point line. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Young, here we go. It's Turner high post. And here's Oladipo. Back to Turner. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Off target from three-point range. Bulls trail by 18. It's taken away by Collison. And Young with the basket on the assist by Collison. Collison's got his 8th assist here tonight. Outside, Levine. We know that stars, especially superstars, get some level of benefit from the refs. What do you think of that? Is that good for the game?
I think the refs should always be fair. I think, yes, you're going to get the benefit of the doubt if you're James Harden and you can cross everyone over and you get 10 free throws a game. He earns those most nights. But, yeah, it's going to be some nights in which he gets a call or two here because as an offensive player, you want to be so aggressive that you put the referees in a tough position to make a tough call and to see what that was. Fans want to see the best players play, not sit. So you have to be judicious with how far you go, but just sometimes slip in the tendencies. I used to get so mad when all I would do is go challenge a shot. The human kickstand would kick his leg out. The ref would say I fouled him. I didn't foul him. And the best actor in the world would get to go to the line, get a 4-pointer. And okay, Caleb, what was the question again? Stars. Oh, superstars getting.
Oh, I don't know. Let's stop. Let's stop. Collison, the pass to Young. It's Oladipo on the wing. It's good from long range. Oladipo's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Pacers.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Well, the game looks like it's starting to wear on them. Unable to get out, defend the perimeter, unfocused. It's a bad sign.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
Well, they continue to extend the lead. Terrific play on both ends of the court.
Chris, in football, you have the franchise tag. It allows a team to keep a superstar by delaying his free agency. Would that work in the NBA?
I'm not sure if that would work in the NBA. It would be what else would reward this player in the franchise tag? Does it allow freedom for other players to come? I think that we're going to have to address some of these issues as time goes on, especially in a place like Golden State where they have so many great players there. But one of the great things about the NBA is the freedom of movement. And I don't think that we've seen really any teams get hurt too bad by the superstar leaving if they've acknowledged he's going to leave and made a trade for him. It is when that they don't acknowledge, a la Orlando with Shaq, a la a couple of other teams, they don't acknowledge that this guy may leave, that you truly end up with nothing. So I'm not sure about that franchise tag yet, Kevin. The NBA is doing great. Players are moving around, and we're going to need some other teams to combat the dominant team overall.
Now Turner, after Victor Oladipo missed from long range.
I like the burst to the bucket right there, but the finish has got to be better.
It's Porter outside, hits the three-point bomb.
Adding to his three-point total on the night. He had 3 in the first half. Now he's got his first one here in the second.
Collison with it. Now guarded by Dunn. Collison finds Bogdanovich. Back to Collison. Turner with it. At the elbow, Oladipo. Shoots over Markkanen. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Indiana leading by 21. Here's Oladipo. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. And that's 23 points for Victor Oladipo. The Bulls have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Dunn dishes to Lopez. Outside, Porter. See, Webb, I think of when you entered the league and how much the league has changed since your entry. In your mind, going back to your rookie year, I'm sure you can count many ways that the NBA has improved the game.
Yeah, and the NBA, to me, has always been a step ahead. It's been a leader as far as where sports in general should go. I mean, we're truly a global game now. You just imagine where the game is going to be in 20 years. The growth of overall player salaries, the value of franchises. And to me, again, the biggest improvement has just been the evolution of players. It's been thanking a guy like Larry Bird, who was 6'9", shooting threes, and today we have Kevin Durant, 7-foot shooting threes. It's players getting better. The dribbling of Isaiah Thomas back in the Piston days to the dribbling of Curry, Kyrie, John Wall. Today, it's the evolution of the players to me that's been so exciting, along with the growth of the league overall.
And he sinks the second. And so Collison will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Ball's knocked loose. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. And there's Porter on the assist from Dunn.
Beautiful lead pass. The finisher never has to break stride.
Indiana leading by 20. Down low. And now Dunn pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Finished off the break.
And you see there the speed that Dunn possesses. I mean, he's an absolute force when he's moving like this in transition.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. When you look at the amount of threes Chris being taken now, do you think the league as a whole is too dependent upon that perimeter offense?
I don't think so. If you look at Golden State, we all tend to think that they've shot the most threes last year. It actually was Houston.
Right.
And when you look at how Golden State does not just settle for threes, Kevin, but they can shoot them at any time. And maybe the best three-point shooter in the history of the NBA, Curry, will lay a difficult layup over the top of your head just as quick as he'll shoot a tough three from 45 feet. That's what it seems like, but the good teams like a Golden State make you feel like they're shooting a lot of threes, but actually play with a balanced game. Those that try to copycat and just shoot threes, I don't think they've won a championship yet. So I think it's about having that balance, and maybe the league overall is shooting too many threes, but the champions who shoot threes, I don't think take too many.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
Chris, coach turnover happens a lot in the NBA. And there are some people that feel that, teams are too quick to make a change. What do you think?
Every situation is different. Sometimes the obvious change is needed, but sometimes it feels more like desperation. Think about it. The best franchises typically have stability, and fans aren't stupid. They know when their team is just trying to throw a worm out there to catch and to see who they can get, or if they're using the past coach as a scapegoat, trying to redirect the emotions of the fans to direct them to cheer for their team further on. But a lot of times, I tell you this, though, coaches getting fired because the players don't execute and follow through. A lot of times it's not the coach's fault, but usually they have to take the fall, and that's what being the leader is all about. And unfortunately for the coaches, there is quick turnover, but hopefully they can land back on their feet at a new place with another job, with a team that'll listen and let them set the culture.
Good insight. Here's Bogdanovich after the made shot from Wendell Carter. Good work defensively by Carter.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possesses.
Now here's Porter. Selden kicks to Carter. Shot clock at 5. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Three-pointer, Markkanen. The rebound by Turner.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Oladipo, the pass to Collison. Oladipo outside. Back to Collison. The shot misses, so the Bulls will take it the other way. Porter kicks to Selden. It's good from long range.
Like the vision from Porter, not just looking for his own shot, constantly looking to get it to the open man.
Pacers leading by 19. Collison with it. Outside Turner. Back to Collison. Feeds to Young. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Pacers lead by 21.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Dunn, wide open, he fires. No good on the three. Indiana's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Now Porter. Chris, we hear the word switchability, popular term used these days. Talk about the importance of having guys who can defend multiple positions.
It's so important because it allows for the flexibility with your matchups. You can avoid being forced into mismatches. So you definitely need players like that. However, Kev, I think that the NBA has gone switchability crazy. You shouldn't switch everything. Switching on defense should only be if the coach wants to take a player out the game or if it's just needed at the last second. Usually communication is the key because there are no new plays under the sun. You see the play coming and developing it, and if you can communicate, that's usually when you don't need to switch. I think coaches have lost trust in players' willingness to communicate, and switching has become kind of a lesser of two evils, I guess you could say. And I hope we get away from as much switching as we do because it puts guys in totally wrong positions. And if you have a smart offensive player, he'll pass his way out of that right to the guy with the mismatch.
Your take is real interesting. And there's Oladipo on the assist by Evans. And that's now 27 points for Victor Oladipo. Bulls trail by 21. Dunn outside. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter of this one. 4 on the clock. High post shot. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Dunn's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, I think he's looking around wondering where the D is. I mean, nowhere near him, that's for sure.
Evans kicks to Turner. Inside. Young puts the move on. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Indiana.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Miles Turner.
Well, the best work he did came on the boards. Nobody could match his intensity. His rebounding played a big role in this win.
.127 left in the game. Here's Dunn. Good on the baseline, Jay.
Gotta live with it if you're the defense. Dunn must keep showing he can make those tough shots.
Evans outside. He dishes it to Matthews. Each team has 1 inactive player per night. Would upping that amount, you think, C-Web, of active players on game day change anything at all?
I don't believe so because the inactive player we're talking about usually is at the bottom of the roster. And so if you look at the next man up theory, that means that the last guy on the bench at that time, it's his time to get that playing time. So I don't think that the inactive players would change anything because it's still a team sport, and those guys earn their playing time in practice. And so that guy at the end of the bench is still one of the greatest players in the world and can contribute at any time.
And that one falls for Evans.
Oh, look, and just a fantastic season for Tyreek Evans last year. Think about it. Arguably his best in the NBA. He looked comfortable in his role offensively. He initiated and made plays from a variety of positions.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And for Evans, when he is comfortable in his role, see, Webb, he can be deadly.
Oh, yeah, and the increase in shooting from deep, that helped in that regard as well. I mean, he started drawing more attention away from hoop, and that started opening up lanes for him.
Young's shot is off.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
And it's Carter missing. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level. I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Well, a well-earned victory, feeding off the energy of this hometown crowd really all night.
Here's Blakeney after Tyreek Evans' score. Here's Dunn. Pass to Felicio. Here's Selden. Off target with his three. Now here's Joseph. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Victor, you guys have been pushing the tempo, looking to get out and run, and it's working. Has that been a focus of late?
We figured out that we got to play fast and we got to play high tempo no matter what happens, and we got to stay together. So we got to just continue to keep working.
Well, you certainly hit them first tonight, Victor. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long, everyone.